Hi, I'm Perry Massey, and I got my prospecting buddy Mel Terry with me. And well, Mel, I'm looking forward to a fun day. We're going to go down here to the Lost Dutchman's Finley camp, and we're going to check it out, see if we can find some color, and check the property out, see what it looks like. Just look at this view.
Yeah, it's paved all the way to the camp.
You can see the road going way down there. But I tell you what, this is a fantastic view. You got beautiful peaks over here with snow on them, and nice canyon and beautiful forests. And hopefully when we get down to the bottom down there, we'll find us a little bit of gold.
I think we will. I did last year. I've got some gold with me that I got out down at Finley last year.
Oh, so you worked down there last year?
It's pretty doggone nice looking stuff you get out of that camp. And it's a beautiful camp. As you'll see when we get further along, you can see the valley down through there. And we're high right here, as you can tell, with the snow line right above us.
All right, well, let's hit the road and go down there.
We're on our way.
Here we go, down the hill. Well, you know, Mel, this is really a beautiful piece of property. I'm just definitely impressed my first time down here, and this is just fantastic. I think I'm falling in love with it.
Well, it was nice. I've been down here before, and it carries a lot of gold. The river here carries gold. This river over here carries a lot of gold.
Well, there's just a lot of big, nice areas for camping, and
yes, indeed,
it's just a great place. And
yeah,
you know, the best way to find out if there's any gold down there is to take our shovel and our pan and go down there and do some testing. Now, you brought a high banker, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I'm ready to set that baby up, see what we can get.
Well, if we can find some color down there, we'll go down and do a couple test pans, and if it looks good, then we'll set up that high banker and run some material and see what the gold looks like out of this creek here.
Yeah, and like you said a while ago, Perry, there's a large area to camp. Boy, it could hold a lot of LDMA members, campers, fifth-wheelers, motorhomes.
Well, I'm looking forward to exploring the property here, but first let's go see if we can find some gold. What do you say?
Sounds great.
All right, let's go do it. Now, this is the Russian River, right?
That's true, yep. Yep, this is the Russian River. I found the real good color in this river, too, before.
Well, we'll see what we can find.
Okay.
Welcome back. The membership LDMA Finley Camp is a primitive camp located in Northern California near the confluence of the North Fork of the Salmon River and the Russian Creek in Siskiyou County. Perry and Mel are trying to figure out where they are going to set up, so they are doing some test panning to find out where the gold is concentrating along the river.
Test pan, we got a flake of gold, so we're going to try some more, and if it looks good, we're going to set up the high bank. Try that. It always helps classify the material, makes it a lot easier to pan. So we've gotten rid of all the rocks. We would have had a full pan of material including the rocks, but we got rid of the rocks. Cut our volume of material we had to pan down by half. So now we're just kind of slowly working that light stuff off, working our way down to the black sand. Hopefully we have a little bit of black sand. We got a color, so that's a good sign. We're going to set the high banker up and see if we run a volume of material what we get. Sometimes you really Can't tell by just running a few pans, but still got that one color in there. Well, we found one nice color, but so far our test pans we've had a lot of dry runs. Well, we could set the high banker up, but maybe let's go try the other side and see what it looks like over there. I think we should.
After panning the other side of the river, the prospect appeared to have more gold, so they began to set up.
Drop this corner a little bit. There we go. Well, we did some test pans. We found some pretty good color down here, so we set our high banker up. We're going to start shoveling some material, and we're going to run it through our high banker here and see how we do. Be nice to have some helpers to run some of these buckets.
Yes. Yep, you're right, Perry.
Hey guys, how you doing, Ken?
Good, yourself, Bill.
How you doing, Mike? Good to see you.
Hi, Mike.
We were just testing out this Finley Camp property with this high banker here. We're just kind of digging down here. And
Right.
I was just asking him how nice it would be to have a couple guys to help us carry some of these buckets up here.
Wonderful. I'd love to help. I came out here last year and checked out the property, so we're just getting back here finally and seeing it again. It's a gorgeous property out there.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Well, we're gonna run a few buckets of stuff and see what we get. Well, the thing about a high banker is you want to try to feed it as steady as you can. So you don't want to just dump the whole thing in there at once. Just kind of let it dribble in there. That way the rocks can get washed off really well, and your gold's not going to get flowing out through too bad. You're going to get a nice steady flow.
All right. I'll go get that filled up again and get you some color today, huh?
Well, we hope so.
Here's a good one. See, that's good looking stuff. It's got a lot of quartz in it, and it's small. It looks like black sand. There's a lot of hematite and magnetite in this. Some of the rocks in this river, they are rose quartz and white quartz, and they're plentiful. And this material that we're shoveling into the bucket looks really, really great. So there ought to be color galore. After Perry gets through running a few bucketfuls, why, we'll do a cleanup and just see how good we are getting it here.
Just seems like there's pretty good gold here to me. I got a feeling.
Yeah, and it hasn't been worked.
I can't keep Mel away from that shovel.
Oh, I know.
It sounds like Perry's got that high banker going pretty good. I have that small high banker that I can handle. So it's really been a nice one. Usually my granddaughter or great-granddaughter and great-grandson, they've usually got my hip boots on and have everything filled up and ready to run by the time I get it set up. They really like to go mining with Grandpa. We have a lot of fun.
Bill, how old are you?
Come August, I'll have another birthday.
That old?
Yes. Yeah, I'm almost older than the dirt. And this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of property that we have here.
Yes, it is.
I'll tell you.
I've enjoyed every time I've come over here.
Yeah, it's really great, Mike. I'm glad that you're here, you're caretaker down in Scott River for us.
Just get a nice steady flow of material through here. You can kind of watch your sluice box. You can see the material running down there. You just don't want it to pile up.
Another good thing is to watch is the rocks coming off the grizzly off the back. First 1 ounce nugget ever found came off a grizzly and almost went back into a pile.
Well, you gotta watch the grizzly too to make sure there's no big nuggets. That's a good observation there, Ken.
We had a lot of snow, a lot of rain, and high water this past winter. And the river, this is the Russian River here, and it is high right now. But look how these banks are washed down, and I'm shoveling right out of the bank here, and I'm telling you, you can see where it's washed down. It's a lot of good soil, good rocks and sand here. See, look at that. I chose this spot because Perry and I did some test panning here, and we came up with several kind of coarse pieces, no pickers or anything, but 5 or 6 coarse pieces in a couple of pans. So that's the reason I'm shoveling right here.
Maybe I'll dig for a while, give you a chance to take a break.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that break, Perry. Thank you, sir. By golly, I'll run some stuff through up here.
All right.
Oh, we got another heavy one here. Oh. Full of that gold stuff again.
Okay.
Let me ease that on in there.
Okay, kid.
Let me support it while we get it started.
Yeah, I don't want to overload the riffles. I like to run it kind of slow.
Right, slow and steady. That's what we preach out there.
I like to save every piece of gold I can.
Well, yes.
Perry and I set this high banker up here in this spot because then the water can percolate down through the rocks and everything here. Right. No mud, no nothing, goes back into the river. It's just a perfect...
How clean it's coming off of there anyway?
Yeah, it's perfect setup.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. You know, I picked this spot out because it's in the shade.
Well, Ken, I sure am glad that you and Mike dropped by.
Well,
boy,
it was a beautiful day, and we went out for a ride. We generally check on this property when we're in the area, so...
Yeah, I always enjoy seeing everybody all the time, so I'm lucky that we got to come down here and check out this Finley camp. A lot of people haven't seen a lot of Finley camp, but it is a beautiful property.
Yeah, this is my second trip out here, and it gets more beautiful.
Absolutely. And there's also, we could probably hold 300 or 400 RVs here. And over the other side of the Salmon River here, there's another big meadow that's on our property.
Yes, I've walked around on that one.
Yeah, and you can park 100 or more RVs over there.
All right, we're gonna clean this thing up. Pull this mat out of here. All right, now let's maybe throw this into a pan. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. Oh, there's a lot of gold in there. Woo!
For what little material we ran.
Not bad for 15, 20 minutes.
That's pretty good, huh?
Really good.
I'd say this is a good spot.
I'd say
Yes.
Anybody that comes down here and digs is going to find gold, I guarantee it.
You bet.
Well, Mike, you've been around this area, you know a little bit of history, some of the area around here. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the history of the Finley camp here, if you have any idea.
Well, the Finley camp was originally a mining area, and then it became a logging area. A camp was located up on our main base there, and it's been since abandoned. And
What's that big concrete area up there?
That used to be the living quarters for the loggers.
So it was a logging camp?
It was a logging camp.
There it is. The best place to look is right along the bank there, along the surface of the bank material where that high water has receded. Scrape off the top of that stuff, put it in your pan, and you're going to get this exact same stuff.
Well, we found that spot by test panning there. You found some darn good stuff in the test
Yeah, it all boils down to getting out your test pan and making sure that, you know, you're digging in a spot with your sluice box that you're going to get gold in every shovelful.
Now I'm anxious to clean the rest of this out and see what we get in the pan.
Right, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What's the dredging season here?
This will open July 1st
July 1st through
September 15th.
through September 15th. You've done some dredging here, haven't you, Mel?
Yes, I have. Charlotte and I, my wife, boy, she got down in the water. It was later in the year. The water was warm. It was down quite a bit more than it is now. And we got right out kindly halfway in the gut of the stream. And we found two real nice ones, and we didn't dredge very long. Probably 2 hours at the most. And
2 hours and 2 nuggets.
yeah.
Well, you can't beat that.
Yeah, we didn't find any small stuff. We just found the 2 nuggets.
All right, well, I'll pan this stuff out, see what it looks like.
There you go.
Got the concentrates here. There's a lot of black sand in this stuff. But we just worked this little area right here. We just shoveled the material off the surface layer. And I'm really impressed with the gold that we're getting out of this, this creek here. This is the Russian River, and this is the Finley camp that belongs to the Lost Dutchmans. And if you're a member of Lost Dutchmans, then you can use this property and come down here and camp and pan and have a great time. You also have access to the Stanton property, an Italian bar, and Loud Mine in Georgia, and have some property in North Carolina. Really a good organization, and I always look forward to the outings and having a great time with my family and friends, and just a great time. So let's see what we got here. Now we have quite a bit of little small fine gold and a lot of black sand, but it's interesting that most of the coarser gold stayed on that black mat. We don't have a whole lot of really coarse stuff. It's mostly just fine stuff that got over the top of that black mat. So that tells me that sluice box is working pretty darn good. And we'll get this all sniffed out. We'll put it in a vial and let you take a look at it. But this spot right here is pretty darn good. It runs all the way up and down along this creek. And I just can't imagine a better spot to take your family for a fun time. I'm sure you could do some fishing in here right now. It looks like the fish would be in here. Just fishing and gold, good place, beautiful pine trees. I just can't say enough about it. Well, we'll go sniffing this stuff out. We'll put it in a vial. We'll see what it looks like. Most of the gold stayed right on that black mat. This is all that was in there besides that.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Well, we had that high banker set perfect for elevation and everything. It did a good job.
This gives folks a good introduction to the Finley camp, but I think what we'll do is this afternoon is cruise on down to Scott Bar and take a picture of the operation, and we'll include that for the folks to see what that's like for an outing.
Be happy to have you down there, Barry.
All right, sounds good.
And you know, if you work here for a period of time, you get a penny weight.
You fill that bottle up after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't take long. It's pretty rich down here.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll be back after these messages.